Hey there. Welcome to All Things Social Security. I'm Stephanie Joy. Whether you are a first-time viewer, an occasional viewer, a subscriber, or one of the three tiered benefactor members, I want to welcome you and let your video begin. Remember, if you haven't checked out the memberships, it might be something up your alley because it gives you an opportunity for a little more Social Security disability attorney attention if you need it, but don't have representation and don't want to do a full-fledged consultation. Okay, have a great one, guys. Stay tuned. Good morning. Happy Sunday. We're heading into Christmas. Yay. Okay. Sunday Social Security Roundup. Here we go. So Monday the 16th to Saturday the 21st. What did we have on the 16th? We had, oh yeah, we were talking about unsuccessful work attempts, also called, probably more slang, is failed work attempt. And what that is and how that can help you in your case. We use them all the time. I mean, all the time. Okay, so then Tuesday, the 17th, we have, it was about, oops, hold on a second. I just lost my spot. I just bumped myself. Yeah, if you're working when retired, when is there a penalty? Which really isn't a penalty. It's more of a discount of the amount, but you get more payments, blah, blah, blah. And when isn't there? So take a look, see at that if you are of retirement age and you are thinking of working or are working. On Wednesday, the 18th, December 18th, I always remember that date because when I was 3 years old, on December 18th, 1970, we moved from whatever town we lived in New Jersey. It might have been Myersville, I think, to Chester, where then I lived till my 30s. Okay. And I just always remember December 18th. It was really snowy and icy, and I remember slipping all over the place, and I was riding in my dad's dump truck. That's how I got from the house we were moving from to the house we were moving to. Isn't that the weirdest memory? So bizarre. Okay, so here was like a true false scenario that someone had asked about or had a presumption about. So we were just getting to the bottom of it. And the person was incorrect in their belief about the effects of a reasonable accommodation in the workplace and when that does and does not affect your Social Security disability claim. And there is an area where it does, and it's unfortunate. But so it was, this one's called, if my past work had reasonable accommodation, it won't count at step 4. True or not true? So we go into whether that's true or not true. The next day, the 19th, we discuss how your back benefits will be calculated for Social Security disability. Again, because someone was asking about it, one of you guys. So, and I know my people ask about it all the time. So I put that out there. And then on the 20th, of course, it was Friday, fraud law review. This was about a not so lovely Vermont woman who stole her deceased brother's benefits for a really long time. And if you look at the sentencing that's in there, she got like a slap on the wrist. It's pretty disgusting. True or false is another true or false. And this was for somebody who is now my client. Um, it was about when you have a bunch of smaller impairments, none of which disable you. Should they be included in your SSD claim if they're not the big bad disabling or what you consider to be the big bad disabling impairment? And we definitely have an opinion on that, guys. So take heed. That would be applicable to probably anyone who applies. So I really think you're going to want to review that one. And that was it, guys, the last week. So I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas. Videos will still be coming out, so there's just too many to not. But anyway, I hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas, remembers what the Christmas season is about. And I wish it to be a blessed one for everybody. And I will talk to you later. Bye, guys. It's still Sunday. Did you miss last week's Social Security Roundup? Not this week that you just heard, but the one prior to that, and want to catch up. I'm attaching it now. Have a great day. Bye. Good morning and happy Sunday. This is Social Security Roundup for the week of December 9th. That would be Monday through, let's see, 10, 11. It's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, the 13th. No, that would be, yeah, Friday the 13th, Saturday the 14th. Okay, so here's what happened this past week. If you missed any, it's been a little crazy week. Okay, so on the 9th, we had a little share about when you have a federal district court appeal, which would be after your appeals council denial, and you also start a new claim for like a new or more recent period while you have that old application being appealed up the line to federal district court. What happens to the federal district court case if you win your new case? Let's say you win it on initial now, things have gotten worse and it's a little more clear. What happens to that old case? So we go into that a little bit. On the 10th, that would be Tuesday. This was a little true or false thing, because obviously we hear this a lot. And it's whether or not one should not work part-time if they are seeking total Social Security disability. We kind of go into a little bit the verbiage that is inappropriately used sometimes when we discuss Social Security disability. And also whether there's any kind of business about should not work if you're claiming total disability. Wednesday the 11th, this was a little ditty about spousal retirement. Someone had asked about it, when their spouse files for retirement and whether they can file for spousal retirement at that time. And of course, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, and sometimes you don't want to. So we go into that just a little bit. December 12th, so that would be what, Thursday? Oh yeah, this one is great because this was like going on literally that day. That's why I wanted to share it right on the spot because it was really good. I just learned that my client who had tried to do very limited part-time work sporadically in the past since becoming what we're going to say is the alleged onset date. And that little tiny work, trying and failing at many jobs, is what made him or her insured for Social Security disability now. And extended their date last insured and all that so that they can actually now file for Social Security disability, which would not have been possible, I don't think, if I'm recalling correctly, if they hadn't done all those failed little attempts. And it's funny, the failed little attempts, they make people feel kind of badly. They feel like they're a failure, and things are getting bad because they can't, stay at a job more than 2 months or whatever. I'll tell you, uh, I get that, but it doesn't matter in terms of the ramifications from a financial point of view, getting your credits for Social Security disability, which also apply to retirement. So in this case, this is a very young person. And if I can get anyone to be a disabled person to be on Social Security instead of only SSI forever, it is one of my top motives. So that was a really great day, when we finally were getting through I mean, there were multiple jobs in this one year, and this would have been this year, I think, that otherwise her DLI was expired. And now, well, boom, as soon as the SSA gets these numbers, when she files this return, it's going to be game on. All right. What was it, the 12th? All right, then Friday, fraud law review, of course. This is about a New Jersey fellow. Wow, yeah, he used his deceased father's identity, I suppose, to steal Social Security benefits for 20 years. And I think he had engaged in the act of impersonation in person. Now, if I recall, it was someone else that he maybe hired to go in and pretend to be the father that is deceased, to go into the SSA. So really crazy stuff there. Oh yeah, so Saturday. This was like a private video before, but I just put it out there. And It has to do with the 2015. It's just kind of like a flashback. I think because we were talking about spousal benefits is what I kind of got curious about it again. I wanted to refresh myself about the 2015 um, Social Security cutting out a lot of spousal retirement benefits to save money, of course. But some spouses were probably not very happy. It was a lot of money lost in spousal retirement to many, many people. Okay, so that was the week, guys. And now we're heading into the new week, and I hope you have a good one. Try to stay warm if you're up in the north like myself, because it's kind of nippy up here. And Merry Christmas, everybody. I know it's a little off yet, but we're getting there. I'll talk to you later. Bye.